Let's start our walk around from the back side of the truck, because the rear design tells you exactly what this pickup is built for. The cargo bed of the 2026 Toyota Stout looks refreshingly simple and honest. No fake vents, no overly dramatic styling tricks, just a strong square truck bed that clearly looks ready to work. Whether you're loading construction tools, carrying bikes for a weekend ride, or helping a friend move furniture, the bed feels practical and usable. The tailgate looks solid and durable, the kind you won't be afraid to open and close 10 times a day on a busy job site. Toyota clearly focused on strength instead of decoration here. The tail lights have a modern shape, but they're still simple, bright, and easy to see. Nothing feels overdesigned, and strangely enough, that simplicity is actually very attractive. Let me ask you something. When you look at a pickup truck, do you prefer something flashy that looks great on Instagram, or something dependable you can trust every single day? I'm really curious what you guys think, so tell me in the comments. Now moving along to the left side of the 2026 Toyota Stout, the proportions start to make even more sense. The body lines are straight and purposeful, giving the truck a rugged personality without trying too hard. The shorter overhangs make the truck look agile and easy to maneuver. Protective cladding along the lower sections suggests durability when driving on gravel roads or rough job sites. This is the type of pickup you could comfortably drive through tight city streets without feeling like you're driving a construction vehicle. Compared to something like the Ford Maverick, which leans slightly toward a sporty lifestyle vibe, the Toyota Stout feels more traditional, more work-focused. Almost like Toyota asked a very simple question: what do truck owners actually use their trucks for? The ride height looks confident but not intimidating. With 17 or 18-inch wheels, the balance between comfort and toughness feels just right. You could easily imagine driving this truck during the week for groceries or work, then heading toward a gravel road or a camping trip on the weekend without hesitation. Here's something I want to ask you. If you were buying a compact pickup, what would matter more, practicality or personality? All right, now let's move over to the right side of the truck. The design consistency continues here, and that's something Toyota usually does very well. The doors look solid, the panel gaps appear tight, and the mirrors are sized for visibility instead of just style. Park this truck outside a hardware store, a cafe, or even your home driveway, and it feels like it naturally belongs there. Compared to the Hyundai Santa Cruz, which blends SUV and pickup styling together, the Stout proudly sticks to classic pickup DNA. It doesn't pretend to be something else. And that raises another interesting question for you. Would you rather drive a pickup that feels like a crossover, or one that proudly stays true to its truck roots? Before we jump inside, let's quickly look at the front design, because this is where Toyota adds a bit of quiet confidence. The front grille is wide and bold, but not aggressive. The LED headlights are framed in a sturdy, practical design that feels both modern and timeless. The bumper also looks ready for real-world use instead of just showroom lighting. The overall look doesn't scream for attention, but the longer you stare at it, the more it grows on you. And honestly, you can already imagine this design aging really well even 5 or 10 years from now. Now let's step inside the interior, and this might actually surprise a lot of people. Instead of chasing luxury trends like massive screens and complicated lighting, Toyota focused on usability. The dashboard layout feels clean and easy to understand within seconds. A central touchscreen sits right where your eyes naturally look, while physical buttons remain for important things like climate control and volume. And seriously, how many modern cars still respect drivers enough to keep real buttons? The seats are supportive rather than overly soft, meaning they're designed for long drives and daily commuting, instead of just feeling fancy in the showroom. Materials feel durable, but better than expected for a truck in this price range, especially compared with some entry-level rivals that rely heavily on cheap plastics. Rear seat space is practical for 2 adults, and it works fine for small families as well. School runs, office commutes, or weekend outings, the Stout seems built for everyday life. Here's a quick question. Would you give up huge screens and fancy lighting if it meant your truck lasts longer and has fewer problems? Storage inside the cabin is also well thought out. Door pockets fit large bottles, the center console is actually usable, and cup holders are exactly where you need them. Everything feels intentional, nothing feels wasted. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, because performance matters just as much as design. The 2026 Toyota Stout is expected to come with a 2.4-liter turbocharged engine producing around 270 horsepower. For a compact pickup, that's actually a very strong number. Instead of focusing on high-speed thrills, this engine will likely focus on usable torque, meaning smooth towing, confident highway merging, and easy everyday driving. The engine is expected to be paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, delivering smooth gear shifts, especially in city traffic. Rear-wheel drive will likely come standard, while a 4x4 system will be available for drivers who want extra traction in rough weather or off-road conditions. But here's an honest question for you. How often do most truck owners actually go serious off-roading, compared to just needing reliability every day? Another big advantage here could be fuel efficiency. Compared with larger pickups that drink fuel aggressively, the Stout aims to deliver truck capability without constantly draining your wallet at the gas station. Now let's talk about something very important, the price. The 2026 Toyota Stout is expected to start somewhere between $25,000 and $30,000 in the US market. That places it directly against the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz. But Toyota brings something very powerful into this segment: reputation. Toyota is famous for reliability, strong resale value, and long-term durability. For many buyers, peace of mind is actually more important than flashy technology. Compared to the Maverick's hybrid efficiency and the Santa Cruz's lifestyle design, the Stout feels like the truck for people who want something simple, strong, and dependable. So let me ask you one more thing. If you had to choose today, would you pick efficiency, style, or long-term reliability? The truck is expected to launch around mid-2026, and interest is already growing fast among buyers who want a pickup they can keep for many years. And that brings us to the final verdict. The 2026 Toyota Stout doesn't try to reinvent the pickup truck, and honestly, that might be its biggest strength. It brings back a legendary name with smart engineering, practical design, and just enough modern technology to stay competitive without becoming complicated. It's compact without feeling cheap, capable without feeling excessive, modern without losing simplicity. This feels like a truck designed for real people: commuters, small business owners, weekend adventurers, and anyone tired of oversized pickups dominating the road. Will it be the flashiest truck in the world? Probably not. But could it quietly become one of the most satisfying pickups to live with every day? That's a very real possibility. So tell me in the comments, do you think the 2026 Toyota Stout is exactly what the compact truck market has been missing? And if you enjoyed this deep dive review, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow Motor Drive Zone for more detailed car reviews just like this. Your support really helps the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next video. Automobile.